Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is Kaetech Digital. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how I created this particular website over here. Now what I'm going to show you is just how to create this particular dashboard over here. So this is a cryptocurrency investment dashboard, and this dashboard was created using WooCommerce, Elementor, and then some few other plugins that I'm going to show you how I created this particular dashboard. Now this particular dashboard is not a standalone dashboard. It comes with a complete website. So if I go to the home page, I'm going to show you how the whole thing looks like, and then the dashboard is just attached to this particular website. So this is the website itself over here. As you can see, it is a complete crypto currency website, investment website, which I created for my other website, which is Template Seller. So if this is selling on Template Seller, so if you want the whole complete website, you can be able to go to Template Seller. Just type in templateseller.com, and then when you go there, you can be able to access this particular template over there. So as you can see, it is the first template as at now over here. So you can get this particular cryptocurrency or crypto market premium crypto investment website template over here. Now I'm going to show you how this particular dashboard that we're going to create together looks like. So this is just the website. So if you need a complete website, and then if you need everything about the dashboard and all those things, you can get the complete website from Template Seller. But aside that, this is the dashboard, and I'm going to take you through how it looks like. So this is a dashboard, and this is how it looks like. It have everything that a crypto currency dashboard should have. Even though most of the things are manual, not automatic. Okay, so note that everything will be done by the admin. When somebody invests, you have to update the wallet and all those kind of stuff. And I'm going to show you how I created this. Now this dashboard have this particular header over here, which have the logo of the website, and then also some few other menu links over here, which is the home page, the invest now, and then the logout. And then we also have this particular one, which is the dashboard, that is completely like this particular side over here. And then we have the investment. So if somebody invests on the website, you're going to see all their investment listed on this particular page over here. So you're going to see it over here. And then we have the wallet, which would display all the wallet details of the website. So the actual balance of the person will be shown over here. And then you can see it's the transaction. You can view the transactions also by clicking on this one. And then we have the account, where they can manage their account, they can change their name, they can change their their email address and all those kind of things, set a new password and all those things. They can do it over here. And then we also have a link which leads to an affiliate page also over here. So if somebody wants to become an affiliate of your website, the person just need to click over here, and then they will just sign in and all those kind of stuff. So let me take you to how the affiliate page looks like. Now this is a completely new page, which is an affiliate. It gives you a everything about how affiliate system is being run on your website. Now this one is also being run by a particular plugin, which I'll also show you how you can be able to integrate that plugin into this particular website. And then we have the support also over here, where when you go over there, you're going to see how the support looks like. So basically this is the support. You can display a video over here. You can also display easy links over here where they can get access to you. And then we have FAQs, and then they can also reach out to you through this form also over here. So if you go to the dashboard, also we've integrated some other crypto payments also in it. Let me go straight over here. Okay, so it means that link is not really linked, but we'll sort that thing out. So when you go to the dashboard over here, you see that we also have crypto payment over here, or pay with crypto over here. So when you click on it over here, you are going to be able to see, you know, some crypto payments over here. Okay, so you can be able to click on to pay with BTC, to pay with Ethereum, and then also to pay with you know, USDT. Okay, so when I click on pay with BTC, what I will see is, you know, a QR code, and then also BTC address, and then a network all displayed over here for easy access for users to you know, just send money to your BTC address, and then they send you the details, and then you will update their wallet for them. Okay, then you can click here to go back, and then also when you click on you know, Ethereum, it's also going to give you almost the same thing over here. So you're going to have the Ethereum wallet address details, and then also they can scan the QR code to also pay with you. So this is basically how the whole dashboard really looks like, and it's something that, you know, you can really integrate into your cryptocurrency website, and this is very professional, and it looks sleek and neat. It's the UI UX is very nice, and I'm going to show you how I created this particular one step by step. So if you are ready, let's just you know, get into it. Alright guys, so I have this new website over here, which I just installed WordPress on it, and if I go to you know, the front end, you're gonna see that there is nothing over here. Okay, now I'm not going to design the website, I'm just going to take you through how I created this particular dashboard that you see over here. Okay, that is exactly what we are going to do. So we're not going to create the website, we're just going to create the dashboard, design the dashboard, a working dashboard for it to work, Okay, so let's go back to the admin dashboard over here, and this is what we have. So if you go to the plugins page over here, we don't really have any plugins over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete all these particular plugins that we have over here. I'm going to just trash them off, delete them. Okay, and then let's go to appearance and go to themes. Now we're going to install a theme that we're going to use. Okay, so I'll go to add theme over here, and then I'm going to add a new theme. So for now, if you follow me that much, you know that the theme that I used in creating most of my videos now is the Cadence theme. Okay, so I'm going to just set through, and then you're going to see that there is a Cadence theme over here, but if you don't find it over here, don't worry, just search for Cadence. Okay, so search for Cadence. Is one of the best themes that you can ever have, you know, to get most of the free things that you're going to use. Now just click on install over here, and click on activate to activate the theme. So we're going to activate this particular theme. Now forget about this one, because we're going to do everything from scratch. So we're going to you know, delete that one off. Now that I have this theme, I can just, you know, delete some of the themes that I don't want. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this one, going to delete this one also, and then I'll just leave these two themes over here, because if you know, by mistake something fell over here, it should fall on this particular one. So that is why I leave one theme, one default theme over here. Now that I have this one set up, now what I need to do is to install some plugins. Okay, so this particular website was created using some other plugins. Okay, and we're going to install those plugins. Okay, so if you go to plugins over here, go to installed plugins. Now the first two plugins that we're going to install is one of the mandatory compulsory plugins that we're going to use for our website. So we are going to click on add plugin over here, and we're going to search for, first one we're going to search for Elementor. Okay, so make sure that you search for Elementor, Elementor, Elementor. Okay, so search for this particular plugin, and then not this one, but this particular one, Elementor Website Builder, more than just a page builder. Okay, just click on install. Now we're going to use the free version, okay, just the free version. But of course, if you want to use the pro version, now you can go ahead and use it, because some of the things that we might use the free version to do, the pro version will be able to do it very easily. Okay, so if you want the pro version, just go ahead and type in Kaetech digital.com/, Elementor. Okay, just slash Elementor. Okay, and then just type in, just hit the enter, and then it will take you to the Elementor page, and you can go over there to download the Elementor plugin. Now if you use this link, you are not going to pay any extra, but just to let you know that it is an affiliate affiliate link, and if you use this link to buy any any Elementor features or any Elementor product over here, it's going to benefit me for me to keep on creating the content that I do for you guys over here. So that is why I have the affiliate link over here, just to support the channel. Okay, and that is it. So go over here and then you can glance through it. The best one you can buy to get everything that you want is at least to choose this one. Okay, just go for this one. But of course, if you want to build 3 or more websites, you can go for this one or this particular one, which you reduce the cost. Okay, and that is it. Now I'm going to close this one, and now that we have Elementor installed, we can go ahead and activate it. So I'm going to activate Elementor, and then we come back to install another plugin. Then we install all the other plugins one after the other, because I want you guys to know that all the plugins are really of need, and every plugin that we use in this particular tutorial is a mandatory plugin. It's not just a complementary plugin, it's a mandatory plugin. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close this one after installing the Elementor. Now I have Elementor installed. Now the next one that I need to do is also to go to plugins again, go to installed plugins, and to check the plugins. So now the only plugin we have is Elementor over here, but we want to install more plugins. So we're going to click on add plugin over here, and what we want to do is to install another mandatory plugin, which is WooCommerce. Now the website was built using WooCommerce, okay, because most of the the products that we're going to have, and most how the dashboard and other stuff is being built, and the product that we will have in the investment product and all those things is supposed to run through a kind of like an e-commerce system where they can purchase and all those kind of stuff. So we will install WooCommerce over here, and we're going to click on install now, and then we'll go ahead to activate it after the installation. So we go ahead to activate it. We click on activate to activate it. Alright, so WooCommerce will take you through a setup wizard, so you can go ahead to either skip or whatever it is, but I'm not ready for this setup thing, so I'm just going to skip everything and then just choose my region. So I'm just going to say maybe Ghana. Okay, and then I'll choose Greater Accra, and then go to my store. So that is basically it. So he's going to turn on the doors and open everything for you, and then you are good to go. So but of course you need to go through all the steps to set up all these things over here, the things that you have to do and all that, but I'm not ready to do those things because it's of no use to me. So if it's of no use to what I'm going to teach you guys over here, so that is it. Now there's some other step that I forgot to even start with, because that is the most important step when you have a fresh WordPress installation. Okay, now first of all, make sure that you go through your settings, your WordPress settings over here. Check your general settings and make sure that everything is set for you. So check all the other things, your email addresses and all those things, and make sure that everything is what's correct for you, your date and all those things are correct. And then after that, come to permalinks over here and set your permalinks right. Okay, so move the permalinks from day and name and then make it post name, which is one of the most important things over here. So make sure that your permalinks are of post name, and then come over here and then click on save changes. Okay, so now that we've done this one, what we will want to do is to go ahead and then start installing some other plugins. Now I'm going to go ahead and then open this page for you over here, and now you see that the plugins used on the particular website is Elementor, WooCommerce, and then the next one we have to install is the wallet system for WooCommerce. Okay, so wallet system for WooCommerce is used basically for running the wallet and other stuff on the website. And then also we have Forminator. So Forminator is also used to create forms. And then we have registration form for WooCommerce. Now after setting out everything, we want to have a separate registration form and then also a separate login page. Okay, so what we're going to do is we want to install this one to help us create a registration form and all those things. And then also we have a login WP. Now this one is just to redirect, okay, our login. So when somebody logs in, we want the person to be redirected to a certain page, okay, and that is what we want to do. And then the slice WP is an affiliate plugin which we're going to use to run our affiliate system on the website. And these are the plugins that we're going to use. Okay, for now these are the plugins that we're going to use, but of course if you want the full website, there are other plugins installed for all the full website to work. Okay, so make sure that you go ahead and then if there is a full website that you need, then there is more that you have to get for that full website. But for now, this is what we want to install. So I'm going to go ahead and go to plugins over here, click on add new plugin to add all those plugins that I just mentioned, and then we will install all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and then look for this particular plugin, which is the wallet system for WooCommerce. Alright, so this is what we are going to install. Okay, so we're going to install this particular one, and then we are not going to activate it now. We go ahead to check the other one also, which is the Forminator. So I'm going to copy this one and then come over here and then remove this one and then paste in this one to search for it. Sorry. And then we're going to install it. Now let's come over here to also pick this particular one up, which is registration form for WooCommerce. We're going to come over here, remove this one, paste this one over here. So we are installing all the plugins that we will use for this particular website. So we're going to look for the registration form for WooCommerce. I don't know why it doesn't really appear on the first page, but I will look for it. Yeah, this is the plugin that we're going to use, okay, from Theme Girl. Okay, so I'm going to just click on install over here, and then I'll come to the next one, which is login WP, so which is formerly Peter's login redirect. So that is what we are going to use. So I'm going to go to the top and then also look for that particular plugin. Alright, so this is the plugin that we're going to use, and then we click on install. We'll come over here, and then the last one is slice WP. So copy it, come over here, and then paste it over here. Alright, so slice WP is an affiliate plugin which is very, very good. So this is what we're also going to use. We're going to click on install now to install it. Alright, so now that we've installed all our plugins, now what we're going to do is to activate all of them. Okay, so what we're going to do is go to installed plugins over here. So click on install plugins, and then we're going to see all the plugins that we've installed over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to just take them one after the other, check all of them, make sure that you check all of them, not the ones that you have already installed, but the ones that it's not installed. Now if you like, you can click on inactive plugins over here, and then you can select all of them at a go. But now I've checked all of them, so I'm going to click on bulk actions and then click on activate. Okay, when I click on activate, all what I need to do is to click on apply over here to apply the activation, so that it will activate all the plugins that I have checked. Alright guys, so as you can see, all the plugins has been activated successfully, and we are good to go. So this is pending for renewal or update. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to click on this one to update it to its newer version. Alright, so this is a caching plugin we did not install, but automatically it was installed for us, which help us to make sure that our website run faster. Okay, so now that we have this particular plugins installed, now we are good to go to start creating our how do you call it, our dashboard. Now before we even go ahead to create our dashboard, let's go ahead to go to pages over here, and let's look at how our pages looks like. All right, so you see we never created any pages, but because we install WooCommerce, some pages has been created for us over here. Okay, so all these pages have been created for us over here. We have the cart page, the checkout page, my account page, privacy policy page, refund, which these two are in draft mode. This one is, you know, from WordPress, and then the sample page, which is not part of the pages that we want, so I'm going to trash them. I'm going to trash it. And then we have the shop page, so I'm going to trash this particular page over here. Okay, so now that I've trashed this, we have these pages over here. Now this is the page that we mostly going to do some of the things over there. Okay, so this page is very, very important. Now what I will do is I'll create another page, and I'll call that page a dashboard. Okay, and that is where you know, users are going to land on. So if you look at over here, this is the dashboard. Now if you look at the URL over here, you see that it is for account dash. Okay, means that it is the reason why I did not make it dashboard is that if I make it slash dashboard, what the slash does, it in like kind of like interferes with the you know, the main WordPress admin dashboard. Okay, so WordPress see it as an admin dashboard and all those things, and then it's not going to take it as a dashboard, but it will either add something to it before it becomes the dashboard. So what I would do is I would rather use a different flag, but the name is still a dashboard. Okay, and that is it. So I have to create a different page aside the my account page. But if you go to this particular you know, investment side over here, you realize that the you know, the slug over here will be different. Okay, the reason why is it is running under my account you know, page. Okay, but you see everything over here, the header and all those things are different, meaning that this header and all those things runs through all the other pages. Okay, it means that I created it once and then I use it as a template throughout all the other pages. Now if you were using Elementor Pro, you realize that Elementor Pro, you would have just created the header and then the you know, the sidebar over here, make this one like a kind of a template that will run through all your pages. Okay, and that will be a perfect fit. But with this one, we're just going to import them one after the other when we create it. You see it when we go on over here. So let me just go back to my dashboard over here. So we're going to create a lot of pages for this particular website to work. So first of all, what we're going to create is we're going to create this particular page over here. Okay, so I'm going to create this page. I'll click on add page over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this one and I'll call this one dashboard. Okay, I'll call this one dashboard, but the flag over here, I'm going to change it to a different thing. So that is why I made it account or ACC dash. Okay, just like this one, so that it doesn't conflict with WordPress default settings and all those kind of stuff. So this is okay for me, and I'm going to publish it. Okay, so now inside this dashboard there are a lot of pages that run inside this dashboard. Okay, now one of those pages is the support, right? The support is you know, inside the dashboard, and then affiliate is a different thing altogether, so I'm going to leave it as it is. And then if you go to you know, account, wallet, you know, my investment, all of them are from the my account page, so that one is also going to be different. Okay, but when you come over here, this particular one, crypto dashboard, now if you look at the link, also the crypto payment, if you do the link, you see that it is under the you know, the dashboard page. Okay, so with this one also we will create that one and then put it under the dashboard. We'll create all of them and you're going to see how it looks like. So we're going to go over here. Now that we've created the dashboard, now we'll create all the other pages that we will need before we start everything. So I'm going to just exit the full you see it was on full mode over here. All what I did was to click on this three dots over here, and then you know, have this one disabled. Okay, so that I can have access to this particular place, the left navigation bar over here. So I'm going to click on add page over here, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add those pages that I will need inside the dashboard. Okay, so like the support and then all the crypto payment and all those things, I'm going to just add them. So first of all, I will add support, okay, over here. And then after me adding the support, what I'll do is I'll come over here, see where it says parent and it says none. I'm going to click over here, and I'll search for dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. So it means that this support will be under dashboard and the slag will be different. Okay, so now I'll just publish this one. All right, so if you look at the slag, if you go and then we look at the slag, okay, if let's go ahead and then check it, you see the slag over here. It says what? ACC dash slash support over here. Okay, and that is exactly what we want it to be. So we're going to create all the other pages also and make it similar to what we just created for the dashboard. All right, so we're going to add another new page. Okay, I will leave this one, and the new page that we're going to add is this particular crypto pay with what? Crypto over here, or the crypto pay. Okay, so we're going to also put that crypto pay under the dashboard. So we say what? Crypto pay, and then over here the parent, we're going to say dashboard. Okay, so we're going to look for dashboard and put it under it, and we're going to what? Publish it. All right, so another one too we're going to add is, see, under the crypto pay we have these three payments. We have BTC, we have Ethereum, and then we have USDT. Okay, so we're going to create all those pages also. So I'm going to click on add page. Now I'm creating all the pages down so that when I'm designing it, I don't have to go back to create a page before I design it. So I'm going to say BTC. Okay, BTC over here, and the BTC will be under the pay rate crypto. Okay, will be under this particular one, which is crypto pay, right? And then I'll just publish it. All right, so I'm going to go again and then add another payment system, which is also the Ethereum payment system, and then the last one is the USDT. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and then add Ether or the Ethereum, okay, over here, or let me just cut it short and make it like an Ether. Okay, and then go over here and then add it under crypto pay over here, and then click on publish. Now the last one too we'll create is the USDT. Okay, so I'm going to go over here, add page, and then what I'll do is I'll just type in USDT and then also put it under crypto pay, and then I'll just go ahead and publish it. All right, so I have created almost all the pages that I will need for the website to make it happen. Yeah, so basically that is it. Now the only page that we don't have over here is the affiliate one. Now let me go to slice WP over here and go to its settings over here, and let's check the reason why the page is not created. Okay, so let's see over here and see if you have, you see over here the page wasn't created. Okay, so select a page you wish to be your affiliate private area. Okay, so you can select a page over here, but these pages are not really created for the affiliate pages and all those things. So we need to make sure and then click on learn more to learn how to add those pages over it. Okay, so adding a page to the affiliate account page, adding affiliate account over here and all those things. So read through all these ones, okay, and you see that this is the affiliate account shortcode. Okay, so if you opt for this, slice WP will automatically create a page for you. Name affiliate account and add this shortcode within it. This shortcode will render the affiliate account interface on the page. If you decide to skip this step and manually set up your affiliate account page, here is how you can do it. Create a new page from your WordPress area, blah blah blah. Insert this one shortcode. If you are using the new WordPress editor, Gutenberg, blah blah blah, you can use it to insert all the pages over here. The page settings, affiliate account, all those things, you insert it over here. Account overview, and this is how it's gonna be like. Okay, so we're going to just create that account and then see how it looks like. So basically, I don't know why the affiliate account wasn't created for us, but it was supposed to be created for us. So I don't know why it did not. So it says what? Let me see. Okay, adding your affiliate account while going through slide setup. Okay, so we did not see the setup wizard. Okay, you can generate affiliate account and registration pages with a simple toggle. So we need to make sure that we go through the setup wizard. Okay, so let's see if we can see where the setup wizard. Oh, because we installed all of them automatically together, the setup wizard did not really work. But as you can see on your left hand side over here, there is a setup wizard over here. Just click on it over here and let's see how the setup wizard will look like. So this is how the setup wizard looks like. Now we're going to click on this one to set it up. Okay, and as you can see, we're going to use WooCommerce. So we're going to click on WooCommerce over here and then click on continue. So it is always important to look to always check the documentation of your plugins that you install, okay, and understand it before going through every step that you want. So I'm going to go and continue over here. So you add your percentage and all those things, then go and continue, and then these are the pages that it was going to it's going to create for you. So click on continue over here, and then also the emails and other stuff. These are all things you can set it up later. So just click on continue, and then we are done. We click on finish and then hide setup wizard. All right, so now when we go through over here, let's see, you see that all these pages have been set up automatically for us. We don't need to even go ahead to create it. So now if you go to our pages over here and we click on all pages, you're going to see that all the pages are created: affiliate account, affiliate registration, and then affiliate reset password. Now if I want to go to the affiliate account and I click over here, because I haven't registered as an affiliate, it will tell me to go through the registration process over here. Okay, and that is it. So now we have we have also added our affiliate on the website. Easy to go, very very easy. Now the next thing that we have to do is, if you look at this particular website, you see that it is in the dark mode over here. Okay, now that is what we want to set the tone of our website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my appearance to set the colors for this particular website. So I'm going to go to appearance over here and then go to customize over here to customize the theme, the look and feel of how I want my theme to look like. All right, so now that I'm over here, what I need to do is to go and click on colors over here, and then what I'll do is I'll click on colors, and then I'm going to change the color palette colors over here. So if I click over here, it's going to give me a different palette, but we're going to use this particular one. Okay, now first of all, I have the colors written over here. So the white background, I'm going to change it to this particular color. So this is the white background over here. I'm going to change it to this color over here. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. And then I'll come over here to the subtle BG. Okay, so this is the subtle background color. I'm also going to change it to this particular color over here. Okay, so that is what basically it. And then with this one also, we can also change this one to a different color if we want it. Okay, but for now I'll go through all the other colors also. So the strong test also, I'm going to come over here and then let me see strong test 4. So this particular one over here, I'm going to change it to this one. Okay, and then we have the strong test 3. So I'll change it also to this one. This is strong test 3. I'm going to change it to this one. Okay, and then we have another one, which is the accent 2. So the accent 2 is this particular one, which is this one. And then accent 1, let me copy this one. It's also this particular one. All right, so you see that most of it is coming to life over here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to just click over here. Okay, and now the site background over here, I'm going to click on this one, and you see that this one is picking the site background, but I want it to pick this particular one. Okay, so this is what's quite good for me. And then if you like, also you can set this color. You can set this color to any color that you want. So let's say I want to set this particular color to let's see, let me see. Okay, so let's say I want to set it to this particular color. So I can go ahead and set this one, okay, over here to this color. Okay, and then the side background over here, I can just go ahead and move it to this color, so that it's going to be something like this, so that this one will pop up. Okay, so I'm going to just publish this one, and this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. So now I have everything set up. Now what I will do is I can go ahead and set my buttons over here, the text color and all those kind of stuff. So the buttons text color, I'm going to send it to this white, and then also this particular one, I'll set it to let me set it to this, and I'll set this one also to this. Okay, so that is for the buttons that I want to use. Now that I have this one set up, now I can go ahead, you can set up your typography and all those things, but I'll leave that one to it. So now I think all the ground working has been done, and what we are going to do is to start creating our dashboard, and then do all the things that we have to do. Okay, now before we start creating our dashboard, now inside the dashboard I want some things to come in, but I'll create the dashboard first before bringing that thing that I want it to come in. So first of all, what I want to do is to create the dashboard. So I'm going to go ahead and then open a new link to edit it. Okay, I'm going to edit it or redesign it using Elementor. Okay, so that is exactly what we want to do. So you see that because we changed the colors, the background color and all those things, all these places has also been changed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, you see the template over here, we want to change it and then make it canvas, Elementor canvas. So make sure that it is Elementor canvas set over here, and then click on save over here to save the changes that you've done. And now that you've done it, just click on edit with Elementor. All right guys, so now we have Elementor open for us to be able to create our page with using Elementor. Okay, so I'm going to close this one, and I'm going to also hide this one for the meantime. That the one that I closed is just the this particular one, the structure, which I can just click over here to bring it again. Okay, so that's why I just closed it. Now for those of you who are new with Elementor, it is just a drag and drop page builder, which we use containers to be able to create spaces and then design those spaces. Okay, so we use containers and widgets to be able to create all the other designs that you see on this particular website. So if I go over here, this is what we are going to create. That is the dashboard. We're going to create the dashboard that you see over here. We're going to create the dashboard that you see over here. Okay, this particular dashboard. So we're going to create this dashboard that you see over here. So that is exactly what we want to create. So we're going to create this okay, but before we create all this, we have to create this one, we have to create this one. Okay, so we will design, and that is why you need to have a design eye. As somebody who wants to be able to create beautiful website, you need to know how to blend colors and need to know how to have a design eye, and this is very, very important. Now you see these two widgets that you see over here, or these two, one Bitcoin, one Ethereum that you see over here. Now this one comes from a website called the CoinGecko. Okay, so this is where we're going to get our widgets from, right? And then we'll bring it inside our website over here. So I'm going to show you how you do all those things. But first of all, first things first, what we need to do is to create our header over here. So we need to create our header over here. So you see, this gives us a big canvas for us to do whatever thing that we need to do. So we need to create this particular header. Okay, so let's go ahead and create the header. So what we do is we click on this one, click on the Flexbox container, and then we choose one thing that we want to use. So I'm going to choose this particular one over here, which is the second one. This is how it's going to be like. Okay, so we have this one created over here. Now you see this one which says you know, the width over here. Now look at how your website looks like, and look at how you can be able to create it. Okay, so with the width over here, you can be able to go ahead, and then I'm going to give it like this 1280 pixel over here. And then what I'll do is inside this one, I'll bring another container into it. So I'll drag in another container into it. Now because we chose the main container, which is this particular one, to be row horizontal, any container that we bring extra into this particular one, or when we duplicate this particular container, so let's say we duplicate this particular container, it's going to be side by side. Okay, just like the one container over here, another container over here. But if this particular one is you know, the direction goes to column vertical like this, this is how the containers would be like. Okay, so note it. So we're going to make it row horizontal over here. And what we're going to do is over here, we're going to put in our logo. So over here, I'm just going to give it like 25 pixel over here. And then over here, I'll give it like a 75 pixel over here. So it's going to be something like this. And then let's look at how this one looks like. So you see, this one have this 3 items over here. So we have, each one will have its own what you know, icon. Okay, so we're gonna you know, go ahead and then create it. So first of all, let's add our logo over here. So I'm going to click inside this one, and I'll bring an image. Okay, because we are using Elementor free version, it is an image that we're going to use. But if it is Elementor Pro, you see that when we search for logo, we're going to have the site logo. So if you already set a site logo for it, you just drag in it, and then the logo will just what pop out in it. But we are using Elementor free version, so everything we're going to do is kind of like a hard done. Okay, so make sure that you know that. So we're going to click on choose an image, and I'm going to just drag an image into it. So what I'll do is I'll go to my downloads over here, and then I'll go to my crypto dashboard, and now drag in my logo inside this one. All right, so now that I have this one done, I'm going to click on select over here, and as you can see, I have my you know, my logo inside it nicely done. Now the logo has a transparent background, so it matches with the website really well. So make sure that your logo is also set correctly. Now I'm going to click on this one, and then what I'll do is I'll position the logo in the center like this. Okay, so that it's going to be very, very neatly done. All right, so now that I have this one done, now over here, what I'll do is I can also go ahead and click on this one, and then I'll search for list. Okay, and then I'll drag in an icon list inside this place. So we're going to use an icon list. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just remove this this two extra two, and then focus on this one, and then later on I'll duplicate it. So the first icon list that we're looking for is the home, right? So we're going to just type in home over here, and then over here we're going to search for a home or a house. So search for a home or a house, and then we're going to have this one over here. Now we go to, now we will link this one to our home page, which we haven't created yet. So I'm going to just use a pound sign over here. Remember, we're just creating the dashboard. Okay, so link this one to your home page if you have already created your home page. But I'm going to use a pound sign over here. Now go over to style over here, go to icon over here, and then style it. So choose the color. You see that the colors that we set inside our theme customizer is all over here. So I'm going to choose this one over here, and then we can just increase this one to like maybe 20 over here. Now I'll come to text over here, and then this one also I'm going to leave it to Roberto, and then over here I can just change it to maybe 17 or an 18 if I want to. So let's say 17 is all okay for me, and then I'll come to this secondary colors over here, and then I'll set it to the strongest color over here. So now it is very visible. So what I'll do is I'll go back to content over here, and then I'll duplicate this one to the number. So this one is invest now, and this one is what, log out. So I'm going to go over here and then choose this one over here, and then just look for some, you know, graph or something. Let's say, is it graph? I've forgotten what I use, but I can either use this one, a chart or something. So let me just say a chart. Yeah, so this is a chart. So I'm going to use this one, and then I'll say invest now, and then I'll link this one also to the invest now page, which is not also created. Now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this one, and then this one is going to be log out. Okay, so we go over here, and then I'll search for off, and then I'm going to use this one, and I'll click inside it. Now the logout page, you can set it as you know, your account page. So I'm going to look for account. So I'm going to look for account over here, and then I'll say slash logout, right? Log out. Okay, or customer logout. I think it's customer logout, customer dash logout. Let's take a look at how it looks like. Yeah, very good. It's customer logout. Okay, so now you can see it at the bottom, or on the left bottom over here when you hover on it. Okay, or you can just check it out by clicking on it, and then you're gonna see it over here. But I'm just, you know, hovering on it, and then I'll see the link at the left bottom. Okay, over there. So that is it. Now let's go over here, and then we set our logout link correctly. Now you see that this one is arranged this way. Okay, so to make it arranged the way we want, we're gonna go ahead and go to style over here. Okay, oh, let's go over here to content over here, and then the layout, we're gonna spread it like this. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. All right, so now we have it done the way we want it. Now let's click on this particular one over here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to position it in the middle like this, just like we did for this particular one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to align the items at the end. So we're going to push it this way. Okay, so you see that it's going to be something like this. So now this is how it looks like. Okay, so we have this one created over here for us. So guys, as you can see, we have this one over here, but remember that this particular website is mobile responsive. Now when we say mobile responsive, it means that when I click over here to check the mobile version of the website, I'm going to see it a different way. Okay, and this is how it looks like. It is mobile responsive. It means that over here you see that we have our logo, and then we have the wallet amount over here, and then we have this particular links over here. So we always have to make sure that we create it that way. Okay, so to be able to do that, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring another widget. Okay, we have to bring another widget inside here. Okay, so or we can decide to make sure that we bring two different containers inside this container. So one over here, and then we can duplicate this one, okay, to make it this. And then what we will do is we'll put this one inside this one, okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this particular one, and then I'll set the to row horizontal. So this is how it's going to work. It's going to be like, and then over here I'll put in a short code. Okay, so I'm going to put in a short code over here. I'm going to put in a short code, and this short code is going to populate the balance of this particular amount. Okay, the amount over here, the balance amount over here, and that is what it's going to do. So we're going to place a short code over here. Now before we even go ahead, let's go back over here to our website and let's activate the wallet. Okay, so we're going to go the wallet is the WP swing over here. So if you hover on it, you see that we have wallet system over here. So click on it, and then let's go ahead to activate that particular wallet. So when you click on it, this is how it's gonna, just close this particular one. This is how it's gonna be like. So you're going to enable it over here. So we enable it, and then we also enable the wallet recharge. Means that customers can be able to recharge their wallet balance and all those things. You can set a gateway and all those things to it. Now when we scroll down over here, we're gonna see the wallet shortcode, and then this one is wallet amount shortcode. Okay, so this is what we want. This is what we want. Now for the wallet shortcode, it will basically appear on the account page. So you see that enable wallet script for my account wallet. Make sure you enable it. Okay, if you want to enable it on checkout page also, you can enable it. Autocomplete wallet order status, you can enable it over here. So make sure that you go through all the things that you want to enable, and then you do that. Now after that, click on save settings over here. All right, so now that we've done it, now what we want to do is we want to go over here. I'm going to publish this particular one, okay, and I'll refresh it because I want what we have done, the settings that we've done for the wallet, to reflect in our Elementor settings. So that is exactly what the refresh will do. It will make sure that we are on the same page with the other settings that we've done. All right, so now that we've refreshed our website, I'm going to close this one. Now got it. Let me just click on got it. Okay, so now everything is fine. So what we want to do is we want to insert our short code over here. You remember we copied the short code, we can paste it over here. Okay, so let's paste it over here. Now don't worry if you don't see it over here, so just paste it over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on this one. We can set the percentage that we want for it. So over here, let's say we want it to be like 30%. Okay, and then this one too is going to be 70%, right? All right, so this one I'm going to position it this way, and it should be in the middle. Okay, and then also this particular one also I'll position it maybe this way, and also over here. Okay, so it's going to be like that, but you see that there is a space over here, and that is what we don't want. Okay, so because of that, it will force me to also bring this particular thing inside this thing. Okay, which is, it means that we're gonna just bring it inside here, and then just start from the same way we started. Okay, so we're gonna just delete this one. We're gonna delete this one. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that it is just here. Okay, and this one also is we're going to bring it outside the container that we placed it in, so that they are all going to be just the same, right? And then we delete this container. Let's delete this container. I'm going to right click it and delete it. So now as you can see, this is how it looks like. So now what we can do is we can just go over here and then just put this one over here and place this one in the middle. And now as you can see, all of them are close to each other. Okay, so there's no need for us to use containers whilst we are doing this one, so we just do it this way. Okay, so let's just publish it. Now let's try and then view it at the front end to see how it looks like. Now as you can see, the wallet is over here, right? The amount is showing over here, and that is exactly how we want it. But as you can see, we want a background over here. So because if you look at this particular one, let me go over here. See that there is a background over here, and there is a kind of a shadow underneath over here. Okay, now even though there is a wallet, we don't see the wallet on the how do you call it, on the desktop. You only see the wallet on the mobile and then the tablet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hide some of these things. So we're going to give this one a background, and we're going to hide the wallet also. So what we will do is we click on this wallet, go to it, advanced over here, scroll down, go to responsive, and we're going to hide it on desktop, right? So that when we publish it and we come to the front end over here and refresh it, we won't see it on the desktop. So just this is how it's going to be like. Okay, but if we go to the the tablet and the mobile, we're going to see it over there. Okay, so that is it. So now we've hidden this one over here, but we want to give this one also a background. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this one, go over here, and then let's see, header over here, that is the background. So we're going to copy it, go to style over here on the header, see the main header, the style, go to background type, click on this, and then set a color for it. And that is the background that we see. Now we want a shadow for it, so we're going to go to border over here, and then you see box shadow over here. So click on it, and then just create a shadow, dark shadow for this particular one. Just make sure that the shadow is there. Okay, just expand it a little bit, so spread it a little bit. Okay, so that you're gonna see a shadow kind of over there. Okay, so now let's see, you see that there is a shadow over here. Okay, that is exactly what we want. So now let's publish it over here, and now if you go over here and refresh it, we're gonna see the shadow over here. Okay, so that is exactly how we want it. Okay, so now you can go ahead and go to the main container, go over here, and then even change this one and make it a little bit big depending on your screen size. So let's say we make it 380 over here, and then we go over here and then we refresh it. You see that it moves a little bit over here. Okay, so depending on your screen size and how you want it, you can make it that way. Okay, so basically we are good to go. So now that we have this one done, now it is up to us to start creating this particular one that we see over here. So to also do that, we're going to go back over here, and then what we'll do is we create a container. So we're going to create this container. We're going to use this structure over here. We use this structure over here. Okay, now with this structure, we're going to set the minimum height to VH. Okay, and then we make it 100% VH over here. So this is how we want it, and then we give this one instead of 33, we're gonna give it like 20 pixel over here, and we give this one also 80 pixel. Okay, and then over here the main one, we set it almost like the way we set the header. So this one is going to be 1380 pixel. Okay, so that it's going to be almost like the way we set the header. Now what we will do is we have to give no space. Okay, we don't want any space inside the container. So we go over here to advanced over here, and we're gonna give the padding as 0. So now we don't have space at the top and the bottom, but what we will do is we're gonna click on this particular container. I'm gonna pick this one. So the main container over here, is what we're going to use for the background. Okay, so basically it's still the same. So we're gonna come over here, and this main container is gonna be our background. Okay, so if you like, you can choose a different background for it, but that is what we're gonna use for our background. And then this particular one, which is the left side container, let's see, the left side container, we're gonna use this particular color. Okay, we'll copy this one and come to the style of it, go to the background, and we choose this color for the left side. So it's gonna have like the similar to the header also over here. Now also we want to give it a shadow, right? So we're gonna give it a shadow, kind of like a box shadow. So I'm gonna increase this one a little bit. Let me just increase this one a little bit, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just either change this one or this one, anyone that fits. So I'm gonna just give this one 7 and C, and then spread it a little bit, and let me see how it looks like. Yeah, so this is how it looks like, right? It looks like it's spreading. All right, okay, so now, but there is a space over here. There's a space over here, and that is what we don't want. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to click over here and go to the layout over here, and instead of the flex box or the box over here, we're going to change it to full width. Okay, so now if you go over here, we're going to have something like this, right? And that is exactly what we want. Okay, we want it to be full width. So now that we have a full width over here, we need to go to this main container and then give it kind of like a left padding. So I'm going to just unlink the padding over here, give it a left padding of maybe like a 40, right? So that there's always space over here when it doesn't touch the side of the screen. Okay, so basically we give it a 40 over here, and then the right side I'm going to give it like a 10 or maybe like a 20. Okay, so basically that is it. So now that we have it done, and then over here also I'm gonna click on this one, that is the main this particular container, the right hand side of the container, and then also I'm gonna give it kind of like a padding inside it, like a 30 padding all around. Okay, so that it doesn't also touches this particular place. So we're gonna have something like this. This one also I'll give it a top padding of 20 and a bottom padding of also 20. So a top of 20, or let me just give it like a 30, top of 30, bottom of also maybe 40, right? Yeah, so basically something like this is quite okay. So now you see that the design is taking shape. So we design every part of this particular website the way we want it. So now that we are good to go, now we can go ahead and then start creating some of the things that we create. So for instance, inside this one, we're going to create the sidebar. So we're going to create the left sidebar, all these things over here. Okay, so we're going to create them. So we have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then these ones over here. So that's exactly what we are going to do. So let's go over here and click inside this one, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring a container inside this. So we're going to create containers. Okay, so how many containers are we creating for here? We're going to create 1 2 3 4 5 containers, and then we have this particular container, which is 6. So I'm going to duplicate this one and make it 5 different containers. So 1 I'll come over here, duplicate this one, duplicate this one. So now we have 4 extra 2, duplicate this one, and then we're gonna have the last one, right? Duplicate this one. Okay, but let's look at how it looks like. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look like, right? So you see that this one is a container, this one is a container, all of them are what are containers, right? But let's go over here and then take a look at how this one also looks like. Now, even though all of them are containers, the space between here are even, and this one is a little bit larger. Okay, the space over here are large, it's more, right? So what we will do is after duplicating it, I realized that we made a mistake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete, you know, some of them and remain only 2, right? I'm going to just leave only 2 like this, right? And inside this particular container, we're going to bring different containers inside it. Okay, so inside here, we're going to duplicate these containers to make it 5. Okay, so left with 2. Okay, and then we have this. So now we have 5 different containers over here. So we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one making 6. So now we can make this container sizes even, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over here and then remove all the padding from this container, or let me just leave it as it is. And then what I'll do is I'll bring in what we call the list. Okay, so I'll come over here, icon list. I'll search for icon. Okay, so you can search for icon, either icon box or icon list, depending on how what you want. Okay, so let's look at this one and see. So we can either bring an icon box or an icon list. Okay, so with this one, we're gonna let's make it an icon box. Okay, so we're gonna bring an icon box over here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to delete this one and let it remain this particular one. Now we're gonna go over here and then we're gonna set this one as this one, put this one in the middle as this, right? And then over here what we will do is what do? We give it a name. So this one is going to be a dashboard. Okay, so it's going to be something like this, right? Now if you go to style over here, you can style the icon, you can style everything. Okay, so basically it. So let's go to the icon, give it, you know, a color just like we have for this one. Let's go over here, choose, you know, pie for its chart. We're gonna use this particular one. Go over here and then change this one to a different size, so let's say like a 20. Okay, and then the content over here, we come over here and change this one, so like maybe 17. So it's gonna be something like this. Then over here we're gonna use the strongest text over here, so it's gonna be something like this, right? Now you go over here, you can set the hover and all those kind of stuff for it. Okay, depends on how you want to do it. So this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so you see that we have this one over here. So now over here we can give it a color, right? So let's look at this one, and we see that side menus also have its own colors. So we're gonna go over here and pick this color, come here, go to style, and then we're going to change the background color. Okay, so we change the background color to this one, right? All right, so but you see that this is how the background color looks like, but there is a hover, right? It means that when they hover on it, it should change, you know, to a whiter kind of background, right? So it's gonna, when it's hover, let's say when you hover, it should change a little bit. Okay, so this one, even though this one is quite Okay, so this one is quite okay. Okay, so now we're gonna set some kind of like a pattern for it if you want. So let's say we want to set like, let's say 15 pattern for it. It's gonna be something like this. And over here you can also either increase the icon spacing and other stuff, so depending on how you want it. So I'm gonna just make it like an 8. Okay, and then with the content also, the typography, you can, instead of 6, I'm gonna make it like a 700 and like a 400, which is gonna be something like this. So you see how it's behaving now. If you go to this particular container which houses the icon box, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and then go to its style over here, go to its border, and I'm going to give it a border radius of 4. Okay, so it's going to be something like this, right? Gonna be something like this. All right, so let me give it like an 8 and see how it looks like. So it's gonna be something like this, which is quite okay for me. All right, so now if I like, I can also give it, I'll unlink the padding over here, and then the left one I'll give it a little bit of like padding, which is gonna be like a 20. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. Okay, so let's look at how this one looks like here. So I think this one is quite okay. Okay, so what we will do is instead of duplicating all these ones, I'm going to duplicate this one because this one has been already designed, right? So I'm going to duplicate this ones, going to duplicate this ones to the number that we really want. Okay, and then I'll delete this ones. Okay, so guys, as you can see, this is how it looks like. Right now over here I'm going to go to the sidebar over here, and what I will do is I'll go to its layout. Okay, and then I want to change the gap over here, so I'll change it to like maybe 50, so that there'll be more gap over here. Okay, 50, so that there'll be more gap, and then this one remain. So this one is going to be investment. Okay, so this one is going to be my investment. So I'm going to copy this one, come over here and change it to my investment, and this one I'm going to go to BTC, and I'm going to use this particular one. And if you come over here, this one is what, wallet, account, and then affiliate. So this one is going to be wallet, wallet. So I'm gonna just use this one, and then this one will be account and then affiliate. So over here is going to be account, and then with the account we're going to use user. Okay, so we can choose any of the users over here, and then affiliate. So with the affiliate also we can use user or users, right? So this particular one we're going to use this one. So you see now everything is what, taking shape. Now we have this one also over here which we have to deal with. So this is what we would be dealing with. So what we are dealing with is this particular two things over here. So one is what, support, and one is live chat. So with this one, what we're going to do is we're gonna come over here, go to style over here, and then give a background color of this. Right now when we give a background color of this, now inside this two things we're going to add a button. Okay, so we're going to click on, we're going to add two buttons over here. So before that, let me just give it more space. Right, so we're going to give it more padding. So like let me say maybe 30, like this right here. So this one is quite okay, so 30 all around. And then this particular one I'll want to add an icon. So the first one is support, so I will say maybe maybe headset. Okay, so I'm going to use this particular one for it, and then I'll just say maybe support, right? So it's going to be support, and I'll come here, and then with the background I'm going to choose let me choose this particular background which matches with this particular one. Okay, so now that we have, let me see, which one did I use? Okay, let me use this one. Okay, so now that we have this one set up, so now what we can do is we can duplicate this one. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this one. All right, so it's going to be something like this. So with this one, make sure that this one, the container, the direction is set to, you know, vertical over here. Okay, so that it goes like this, right? And then with this one, I'll say live chat. Okay, so this one is what live chat. So let's take a look at how it looks like. So it's gonna be something like this, and then I'll click on this container and make sure that it's in the center, and it's also in the center over here. So when you come over here, it's gonna be in the center over here. Okay, I think that's exactly how this one looks like. Okay, so yeah, so I think everything is looking pretty good. Everything is looking you know, the way we want it to look. All what I need to do is to click over here, go to advanced over here, and then make sure that I set it to 0. Okay, the padding to 0, and now everything looks good. We can either give a more space over here. Okay, so let's go over here, and how much space did we give on the right? On the right we gave 20, so we're gonna give, like, let's say maybe 40 or so, and see how that one also looks like. All right, so 40 is also quite okay. So now you see that everything is moving on successfully over here, and we are good to go, right? So all what we need to do is set the links that we want it to be like. Okay, so wallet, we set the links to it, account, we set the links to it, and then affiliate, we set the links to it, and then support also, we set the link to it. Now support, we've already created it, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over there and then click on account over here, and then where it says link, we just type in support, and then support should come, we click on it, and that is the link. Okay, now for live chat, you can add any you know, of your WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever thing that you want to add. I'm going to add a telephone. Okay, so I'll say maybe +233 and then maybe just add any number over there. So it means that when somebody clicks on it, it's going to call me. Okay, and that is it. So we have you know, support over here, which is linked to your support. Affiliate also, we can link it to our affiliate over here. So affiliate, we're gonna link it to our affiliate account. Okay, and then the account over here, and that is where we go into the back end of the website. So we're gonna go into the back end of the website over here, and where we're gonna go is WooCommerce over here. Go to settings over here, and I'm going to show you how you can be able to get your account settings, the links for all the, you know, account links and all those kind of stuff. So what we will do is we go to advanced over here, go to advanced, and as you scroll down, these are the endpoints of the account, right? These are the endpoints. Now we need orders, and then we also need what do we need? We need edit account. Okay, yeah, so these are the two things that we need. We need orders for investment, we need wallet also, and then we need, you know, account for edit account. So let's see. Okay, so these are the basic things. Now the easiest way for you to you know, get it very well is for you to go to your pages over here to get the links, the full links over here. Now remember that for the pages we have not done a whole lot of work on it. So when we go to our pages and we go to into our account, okay, we view our account over here, we're going to see all the account links over there. So as you can see, you see that all the links are over here. So all what we need to do is we need others. So right click on others over here, just right click on it, copy link address, okay, and then go to your dashboard over here, and then we need this one for investment. So we're gonna go over here and then paste it over here. Okay, it's gonna have like this. Now go again and then look at where your wallet is. So you see, right click on it, copy link, go over here and then locate where your wallet is and then paste in the link over there. And we do same for the other ones that we want. So that is the account details also. We right click on it, okay, we just copy link over here, we go to the dashboard over here, then we click on it, then we come over here, then we paste it over here. So it's going to be something like this, right? So this is how it's going to be like. So it's going to be something that you really need. So basically we have everything, the links and all those things set up. Okay, so when we publish it and then we go over here and refresh it, this is how it's gonna be like. Okay, now we haven't set up links for dashboard yet, so let's go over here and set the link for dashboard. So for the dashboard, it's gonna be, remember our dashboard page is this particular one, this link. Okay, so we're gonna come over here and then paste it over here and then we refresh it. All right, so that is exactly what we need. So that is it. That is all the things that we need to make sure that we have this dashboard set up. Now everything that we're going to do is going to be inside this particular field over. So we've created our header, top header over here. We've created our sidebar also over here, which is working perfectly. Now if you click on investment, it's going to take you to your account over here, but we'll fix this one out. Okay, we fix it up, so don't worry at all. We're gonna fix this thing up very soon. Now before we even do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to customize over here. Let's go to customize and let's just do some few fixing before we fix the main thing for our website. All right, so now that we are over here, we're going to go ahead and go to WooCommerce over here, and we're going to go to my account over here, and we're going to position this one on the left side, and we don't want this one, we don't want any user name and avatar, we don't want it, so we're going to publish this one. All right, so we have these three things. Now we want to edit this whole thing to remove this one from it. Okay, so what we will do is we're gonna go over here, and then I have some shortcode which I will give you guys. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the shortcode. Now to remove this particular to remove this particular thing, the menus over here, because we already done our own menu, so we want to remove these menus over here. To remove these menus, what we will do is we're gonna go over here and then copy this shortcode over here. Just copy the shortcode, go to advanced CSS over here, and we're gonna add this CSS to it, and you see everything becomes normal over here. And we're gonna just publish this one. Okay, now that we've done it, now we have to go inside my account and then redesign the account page. Okay, but before we go into the account redesign, I'm going to close this one. Now we have this one like this. Before we go into the account to redesign it, now let's go over here. Okay, and then since we've set this one up, now the only thing left for us to do is to make sure that this one is mobile responsive. So we have to set our mobile and all those things up. So let's go to mobile over here, and as you can see, this is how our desktop our tablet looks like. Right now, on the tablet mode, we don't want to see this sidebar. Okay, so what we do is we're gonna click over here, and we go to responsive mode over here, and we're gonna hide the sidebar on both tablet and then on mobile. Right, we don't want to see it, so we want to see it something like this. Okay, and then we also want to see a bottom menu over here. So if you go over here and then you click on this, if I check it on the mobile side, you're gonna see that there is a bottom sticky menu over here, and that is exactly what we want. We want this one over here. Okay, these 4 items over here. We have the account, the the dashboard, and then investment, and then we also have a wallet, and then investment, and we also have the dashboard. So we're gonna make sure that we have this sticky thing set up over here. Okay, now let's check it on tablet also. If you check it on tablet also, it is also looking the same thing over here. Okay, and that's exactly what we want. So I'm gonna just go ahead and then redo this one for you to see. So we go over here, and then I'll start with it. A mobile side. Okay, so first of all, with the mobile side, I'm going to just reduce the size of this one. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here, go to this side, and then with the mobile, we arrange it this way, and with the text, we're going to reduce it a little bit. So I'm going to say like 15. Okay, and then icon also, we're going to reduce it, so like maybe 15 also. All right guys, so now that we have the icon also reduced, what we will do is make sure that we reduce the the logo also. So we're going to reduce the logo also to reduce its height width also. So let's just make sure that it's about 70%. Yeah, 70% is quite okay, and I think we are all good to go. So now what we need to do is to create our sticky. So I'm going to close this one. Okay, so what we need to do is to close create our sticky kind of how do you call it, sticky kind of bottom menu over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this one, click on this one, and then I'm going to use maybe this 4 column over here. Now what I'll do is I'll click on this one, and I'm going to give it a width of percentage of, let's say, 25. So I'm going to give all 25 percentage of 25, and then this one also I'm going to give it percentage of 25, and then the last one will also be 25. So because they are 4, right, so it's going to be something like this. So what I'll do is I'm going to put in some of the things that we did here. Okay, the dashboard, let's go over here and see how it looks like. So the dashboard, investment, wallet, and then account. So we're gonna go over here, and then we do dashboard, investment, wallet, and then account. So over here, I'm gonna go over here and then just create a link for it. So I can use maybe the icon list, or the how do you call it, the icon box. Okay, so let's say we're going to use the icon box. Okay, so icon box, so this particular one, so we drag it inside this one, and then we will remove the description, and over here we say dashboard, right? And then we go to here, and we make sure that we position it in the middle over here, and we go to icon over here, we change the icon color to the theme accent, and then we make it maybe 15. Okay, and then go to the title over here. We also change this one to the strongest text, and then over here we can change this one to maybe like say a 10 or so, and then we can change this one to also maybe 400, yeah, which is quite okay. And then I think it's okay. We can even increase the icon a little bit to like, let's say 20 or maybe 18. Okay, and then we go to box over here, and then we can just, you know, either increase the size or all those things. And then we come to this side, and then what we're going to do is to change this text to the pie that we use for the dashboard. We're gonna go ahead and then we link the dashboard to the dashboard. So we're gonna link it to the dashboard, and yeah, I think that is it. Now we can also click over here, copy this one, paste it over here, paste this one over here, and then we also paste this one over here, and then we paste this one also over here. So it's going to be something like this, and this one is going to be investment. So I'm just going to use money. Okay, so I'm going to use this money, and then I'll say investment. So that means that your investment that you've made on the website is going to show over there. And then over here we're just going to go to let me go over here and then go to the dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to go to the dashboard, dash account. Yeah, so I'm going to go to the dashboard over here, and then I'm going to right click over here and then copy the link. Okay, remember we've already set the link already, so I'm going to copy the link over here, and then also I'll do same for this one. So this one is going to be wallet. So I'll come over here and then copy the link for the wallet, come over here, and then, you know, just paste it over here, then change this one to wallet, and then also change this one to wallet, change this one to wallet. Now we go to this one, and this one is account, and then also we come over here and then we copy this particular one, copy it, and then paste it over here. Now of course you can decide to make it 5 or whatever it is, but make sure that it's not too much over here. Okay, so that is why I made it just 4, right, 4 items over there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and then look at the how do you call it, the background color. So we're just going to copy this background color, and we're going to use it over here. So where is it? This one. So we're going to make sure that we click on this 6 dots over here, which is the edit container, and then we go to a style, then we go to background over here, then we click over here, then we change the background color over here. So now we have this one over here. Now the only thing for us to do is to make sure that it is sticky over here. Okay, so you see that it is over here but it's not sticky, right? Yeah, so what we have to do is to make it sticky. So how do we make it sticky? Just click on this one, go to it, advanced over here, and then we're gonna go to position over here, and then we're gonna make it fixed. Right now, when you make it fixed, you see that it goes to the top over here, right? But I want it to be at the bottom. Okay, so now you see that it is what, it is fixed. Okay, so we are fixing it at the what, at the bottom, and that is exactly how we want it. So now if you go over here, it's gonna be what? Fixed. Okay, and that is it. So now that we have this one fixed, can just go ahead and publish it. Now go to the tablet mode and then make sure that everything is okay over here. So this is too big over here, so we're going to reduce the sizes also over here a little bit. So we go to icon and then let's make this one 25, or even let's say 30 and go over here and reduce this one to, let's say 17. Okay, yeah, so this is quite okay. So I can copy this one and then click over here, and then what I'll do is I'm not going to paste style because I just want to redo it. So this one is 25. Is it 25 or 30? Okay, let me go back and check the size again. Icon is 30. Okay, so this is 30, not 25. So we're gonna make it 30. Then content is 17. Okay, so I'm gonna do same for all of them, and then the last one is also going to go to style, go to icon, make it 30, and then content, go to title, and then make it 17. All right, so now we have this one. The only thing left for us to do is to, you see this one, the icon did not change, right? So we're gonna go over here and change the icon to user. Okay, so we're gonna set it to user, and that is all. Now we can publish it. Okay, so now we've set the tone for our dashboard, right? So all what we need to do is let's go over here. All what we need, we've set the tone for our dashboard. So all what we need to do is to make sure that we click on this particular arrow, and then we save this one as a template. So we're gonna click over here and save this one as what? Dashboard template. Okay, save it as a template, save it over here. Now the reason why we are saving this one as a template is that is what we're going to import for all our you know, our dashboard. Okay, so for all our pages, that is what we are going to what? Import. So now we set our template for it. Now we're going to do one last thing. One last thing is, you see this one shows over here. We don't want it to show over here. We want it to show only on how do you call it, mobile and then tablet. Okay, so let's click over here and go to advanced and scroll down and then go to responsive. Now you want to hide it on desktop. Okay, hide it on desktop and click on publish. All right, so now when we come to desktop, we will not see it over here. Okay, it's hidden. See that it's light gray over here. It means that it is what? Hidden. And that is it. So now we've set our tone for all our dashboard. Now we can go ahead and then start designing the content that is inside the dashboard. All right guys, so we're going to design the content that is inside our dashboard. So let's go over here and see, this is the content that is inside. I'm going to exit this one so that I'll see the desktop mode over here. So you see, this is the content that is inside our dashboard. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this is what the dashboard itself. And when we go here, we go here, we go here, we go here, all those content are already there. Okay, but the most important thing that we have to note is, or we want to design, is this particular ones over here, which will link us to all the other pages that we want. Okay, so what we have to do is just create them one after the other. So first of all, what we want to do is to create these two things. Okay, so we want to create this one, and then we come here, and then we come here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the dashboard over here, and then the first thing I'll do is I'll click on this particular one, and I'll drag in a widget over here. I'm going to duplicate this one. Okay, and then over here I'm going to add I'm going to add this thing over here. Now I'm going to add this header over here, which is the dashboard, right? So I'm going to add this dashboard over here. So what I'll do is I'll create another container inside this one and duplicate those containers. So I'm going to duplicate this one and make it twice, and then over here I'll set the main container to row direction like this, the direction row horizontal, and then I'll just make this one percentage wise. I'm gonna make it like 35, and then I'll make this one maybe 65, right? So this one is going to carry this particular widget, right? So I'll copy this one and then I'll bring it here. I'll paste it here. Now remember, this widget won't show on the desktop. So if you scroll down over here and we go to it, responsiveness is hidden over here. We don't want it to show on the desktop. So if you see over here, it doesn't show. Okay, but if I go and then check it on the mobile, that widget will what? It's still also not showing on mobile. But if I go to desktop, okay, let me go to desktop. If I go to I said desktop, tablet. If I go to tablet, it's going to what? It's going to show over here. So you see, we have this one showing over here. So what we want is to show this one over here, but on desktop, and then on mobile is going to show up, and then on tablet is going to show over here. Okay, that is exactly what we wanted. So let's go ahead and then figure it out. So now let's go over here and let's click on this particular one, and let's go to it advanced. So it advanced, we are saying it responsiveness, we are saying that don't show on desktop, don't also show on tablet, hide it. Okay, but over here, okay, what we want to do is we want to show something over here. So what we want to show is let me just first of all, let me just leave this one as it is, and let's concentrate on the desktop first, and then when we move to the tablet, we'll do the needful. So I'm going to click over here, and then I'll bring in a divider inside this one. We are creating this particular one over here, which is the dashboard, the header for the dashboard. So inside the divider, you see that we want to change this one to text over here, and then the text is divider, we want to change it to dashboard. Right now we're going to align it this way, and then we go to the text over here, and then we position it this way, right? And then the color, I'm going to use the strongest white, and then over here I'll change this one to roboto over here, and then this one we can increase it to, like, let's say 35, depending on how you want your dashboard to be like. All depends on. So let me just make it 30, and the divider over here, I'm going to change the color to yellow over here, and this one, the weight, I'm going to make it 4, and let's go over here, and then the width, I will reduce it to something like this, let's say 67, and then the solid one, you can choose any one that you want to use. Okay, so you can go through and then choose all the check through all the things that you want to. So if you want it to be double, you can choose it. If you want it to be dotted, you can choose it. Dashes, you can choose it. Curly, you can choose it. Curved, you can choose it. Slashes, you can choose it. So what we chose is what? Slashes over here. And that is exactly what we want to do. So I want it to be slashes over here, and then can increase the amount to any amount that you want. So let's say we want it to be like maybe a 10. It's gonna be like this, and then this one to be a 10. So it's gonna be something like this, right? So I think this one is quite okay, it's good for us. And then let's come to this side. Okay, so what is over here? We have 1 2 3 widgets over here, 3 different widgets. So what we're going to do is, inside this one we'll add 3 different containers in it. So we're going to duplicate them and make them 3 different containers. Now the main container, we're going to set it like this, so it's going to be 1 2 3, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remove the padding from all the containers. So I'm going to remove this padding, go over here, remove this padding, also go over here and remove this padding. Okay, so now over here I want to add this widget over here, and I told you that this widget is gotten from here. So you can, I'll leave the link in the description for you to go to coinjoko.com/en/widgets. Okay, now when you go to coinjoko.com, hover on product over here and then go to crypto widget for developers. Under it we have crypto widget over here. Okay, that is exactly where you want to go. Now what we are choosing is this particular one, so we choose this one over here. That is what we're going to use. Okay, and then select the coin that you want, and we want BTC for first. Select the currency also, and you can select the widget and all those things that you want to use, the height and all those things. And then over here is where the tricky aspect comes. Now we want to set it to dark mode, and then it's supposed to be transparent, and make sure that you tick this outline one, and then click on update preview. So this is how it's going to be like. Okay, now copy the code over here, copy it, come to this place, click on this one, search for HTML. Okay, drag it into it, and then paste the code over here, and the widget is going to show over here. And we're going to do same. So what I will do is I'll just copy this one and then paste it over here, right? So I have this one over here. Now come to this place, and then also what I'm going to do is, instead of BTC, I'm going to search for Ether or Ethereum. So search for it, and then I'll leave all the settings okay, and then update it. So it's going to update for Ether. Then I'll copy the code over here, come to this place, and then make sure that you are on the right in the right container. Delete what is over here and paste in what you want to paste. So now you see, if you publish it and we go to the front end and then we preview it, this is how it's going to be like. So our dashboard is coming to shape right now. So now let's go over here, and the next one we want to play around is this particular one. So over here we're going to click on this one, and then we're going to add a background to it. So with a background you can add anything. Okay, so you can go to pexels.com, and then just get an image from there. So search for maybe crypto, search for crypto. Okay, search for crypto over here, and then search for anything that you want to use, the coins and all those things. Just make sure that you look out for the thing. So let's say I want to use this one. Okay, so I'm just picking anything over here. I'm gonna come over here and then copy, delete, download it from here. So I'm gonna download this from here, and then come over here, and then go to here, and then set this one, come over here, and then let me go to downloads over here, put it inside this particular one, and then select it. So it's gonna be something like this. Now what I'll do is I'll position it center. I'll say no repeat, no repeat, and then I'll make it cover. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. Now with the background overlay, I'm going to use the gradient background. Okay, so over here, let me see. So with the gradient overlay, I'm going to choose these two colors. So this is this one, which I'm going to put it over here. So it's going to be something like this. Then I can tweak the angle and location and all those things to anywhere that I want it to be, right? And then also I can go ahead and then increase the opacity to anything that I want it to be. And then what I'll do is over here I can give it border radius of 14. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this, right? Similar to this one. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, click inside this one. I'm gonna drag a container inside it and click here. Let me bring the structure over here so I'll see what I'm dealing with. Come here, this is the container that I'm talking about. So I'm gonna position the layout. I'll go to layout and position everything in the center like this, right? And then give it a space, a padding. So I'm gonna give it a padding of let's say 15. Oops. So it's gonna be a padding of, let's say, 15. Okay, so there's gonna be space over there, or you can even give it like a 10. So space over there. Now inside this container is where you can add your widget and all those kind of stuff. So inside here I'm going to add my short code. So I can add my short code over here. Okay, I can add my short code over here. I can also add a heading on top over here. And then if I add a heading over here, so what is the heading that I'm adding? Your balance, right? So if I go over here, I'll just add your balance. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll change this one. I'll change this one to Montserrat. Then I'll come over here and then change this one to, like, let's say 12 or 14. Okay, let me just make it like a 16, right? And then the color, I'm going to change it to strongest, and I can position it over here. So it's going to be like this. This one is going to house this one. So let me just copy this one, and then I'll bring it here. Copy this and I'll bring it here. All right, and then I'm just going to copy this one. Then what I'll do is I'll paste it here. So it's going to be underneath. And this one, what I will say is investment amount. Okay, so over here I'll say investment amount, right? And then I'll come over here, go over here. Instead of 16, I'll make like a 12, and over here I'll make it like this kind of small. So it's gonna be like this. So over here I'll click on this one, then make sure that I position everything this way, and then let me go over here and then I give it 5 or something. There's a gap between all of them, should be a 5. So it's gonna be something like this, and then I publish it. All right, so if I go over here and then I refresh the website, let's see how it looks like. So you see I have something like this over here. I can still give a space over here if I want to, because if I click over here, see there's a big gap over here. Okay, so I can go ahead and then click on this one, unlink the pattern over here. Then on the right side I'm going to give like 40 over there. Okay, publish it, come over here, refresh it, it's still going to be something like this. So as you can see, this looks good and everything is working perfectly well. So now the next one that we want to do is also these three things over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and then do them the way we want it. So we've done with the first part. Now the second part is these three things over here. So investment, wallet, and then the invest now. So how do we do it? Let me close this one over here. Now we can duplicate this particular one, so I'm going to duplicate this one. All right, so it's going to be something like this. Now what I'll do is I'm just going to delete this, delete this one also, and then delete this one also, and then I'll duplicate this one to make it 3. So it's going to be 3 like this. And what we're going to do is let's look at how it looks like. So we're going to set in an icon box inside it. Okay, so we're going to set in an icon box inside it. So inside this one there's going to be an icon box. So we're going to drag in an icon box over here, and we're going to put in what we have over there. So we have investment, we have wallet, and all those kind of stuff. So we're going to show this one. I'll remove this and put this one over here, and over here is let's say money. So I'm going to use this one. Okay, so let me go over here, and with the spacing I'm going to reduce it to 0. But this one also I'm going to change it to this. The content also, let's see, it is white. Okay, so title is white, and then the description, I'm going to give it this color. All right, so this one we can change it to maybe 20, and then this one also we can change it to maybe 15 or 16. So let's say 15 or even 14, right, depending on how we want it. All right, so you see this is how it looks like, but there should be space, right? And even this one is too big, so we're going to go to icon over here and change the size to maybe 35. Okay, so 35 is okay. Now let's go to the main container over here and give it a padding. So we're going to give it a padding of 20. Okay, so 20, and I'll link the padding over here and give it a top of 40 and a bottom also of 40. So it's going to be something like this, right? Now there is a background for it. So let me see if I have this colors over here also. Okay, so for this one I don't really have color, but I have the wallet one and all that, but we can still do it. So I'm gonna go over here, and then where do I go to here, and then over here we can give it a background color, which is this, and we can reduce this one to something like this, right? And then we go to border over here, we give it come here, give it a solid border of 2 and a border radius of, let's say, 8, and then the border color we're gonna give it this one. Okay, so it looks like something like this, but we want to reduce the border color a little bit, the opacity, we reduce the opacity a little bit. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this, which is quite okay. So depending on how you want it, so this one we can reduce it still. So over here we can go ahead and reduce it still, and even go to the background over here, and let's just still reduce it. Okay, so now that we have this one done, we can set this one to our investment, which if you go over here is this particular link So we can copy the link, come over here, go to here, and set this one to our investment. So now we have this one done. So all what we can do is we can just duplicate this one and also duplicate this one, and now we can delete this one, then also delete this one to be like this. So over here is going to be our wallet. So wallet, and change this one to wallet, and then we change whatever that we want to change to. Also copy this one, come over here and paste it over here. Paste it over here, and then we can change the colors. So the wallet BG color, go over here, go to this place. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna go to the container itself. So make sure you click on the container itself, go to its background and change the background. So let me see. Okay, so this is just the wallet amount. Okay, so that's the wallet amount. So let's copy this one rather. Let's copy this one rather, and then put it here. And come over here, and then we copy the border. Also, we're gonna go over here, change this one and put it like this, and then the icon, we copy it, and then what I'll do is I'm gonna go inside this, go to icon, change it over here, make it like this. So you see it is working. And then all what we can do is just link it to the wallet. So you go to the wallet, copy the link over here, and come over here and link it to the wallet over here. So now we've linked the wallet. Now let's go to this particular one, which is also the invest now. So we go over here, and then we look for chat, and we're going to look for this particular one, and then we say invest now, and then you give it a description, and then you can change the colors to any color that you want. So what color is it? It's kind of like a purple color. So you can go ahead, go to the icon, change the icon to maybe a purple color, depending on how you want it. So change the icon to any purple color that you want. Go to this, go to style, and then also the background, you can change it to any purple color that you want. So any kind of purple color that you want, change it over there. Then the border also, look at the purple, then you change it to the purple color. So you're gonna have something also like this. Now let's go to the next one. Let's duplicate this particular one. We also duplicate it, so it's gonna be something like this. And then over here we're gonna go to we're gonna have this one, so affiliate support, and then pay with crypto. So make sure you keep on changing the links. Okay, so link it to the right page. Okay, link it to the right page. So the invest now page hasn't been created, but when you create your page, you link it to it. So this one is what is affiliate support, and then pay with crypto. So over here it's also affiliate or user, sorry, I'm going to use for users. So this particular one is what we're going to use, and then over here we change it to affiliate, and then you give it a description that you want. The same way also with this one is support. So I'm going to use the headset, this particular one, and then I'll say support, and then give it a description that you want. And then this one is pay with crypto, so I'm gonna give it BTC over here, and then I'll say pay with crypto, right? Give it a description that you want. So change the colors, change everything that you want, and you are good to go. Okay, you'll be good to go. So now you see that we've done with what the dashboard over here, and then we can publish it. All right, so now that we've done with the dashboard, we are good to go. Now let's look at how the mobile side also looks like. So on the tablet mode, this is how it looks like, and this is what we don't want it to happen. So that is why we will also hide this one. Okay, so what we're going to do is we go over here, and then on the tablet we're going to give a width of 0 for this one. Okay, we give this one the width of percentage wise of, let's say, 50. Okay, and then this one also we give it a percentage of 50. So they're going to they're going to be the same, right? So this one, don't worry, it wouldn't show. Okay, and then over here we go over here, and then we go to advanced over here, then we go to responsive, and then we hide it on tablet, right? We're going to hide it on tablet. Okay, we hide this particular one on tablet. Now we go over here also, we can reduce the size and all those kind of stuff. Let's go over here, increase this one a little bit like this, right? And then over here we can set you know, a background color for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position it over here, give it a padding of, let's say, 15. Okay, give it a padding of 15. Go over here and set a background, gradient background for it. So I'm going to just set a gradient background for it, and then yeah, so yeah, something like that. Or we can go over here, then to be precise what we did for the other one, we go over here, we set this one as the background, give it, you know, center cover, and then we go over here, we give it a gradient color. Okay, so we're gonna go over here, give it gradient color, then we increase the opacity, a little bit. Okay, it's gonna be something like this, right? We go to this place, and then we set this one, the items, we put it just like the way we want it. So it's gonna be something like this. Yeah, so it's gonna be something like this, right? So this one only shows, on what, on, so you see, it's only going to show on tablet, on how do you call tablet. So we hide it on mobile, and we hide it on desktop, and we hide it on mobile also. All right, so this is how it will look like. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look like. And then if you go over here also, this is how it's gonna look like. All right, so basically everything is working out the way we want it to work out. So let's just publish it. Okay, I want to take a look at how it looks like over here on the front end. All right, so basically this is how it looks like. Okay, And when we go to here, okay, this is how it also looks like over here. Now let's go to the tablet mode. All right, so this is how it also looks like on the tablet mode. Okay, I don't know why it has pushed this way, but we'll settle this one. We'll settle it. So let's go along and see why the tablet is in place on the other side. So we're gonna go over here, and with the tablet we're gonna position it in the center, position everything also in the center. Let me just put everything over here. Let me go over here, refresh this one, go over here to check it out. Okay, go to the tablet mode. Okay, so it's still showing that way. All right, so there's something wrong over here. We need to fix it. So I'm gonna go over here, go to this side. Okay, and I want to know why all the things are being pushed that way. So we put it in the center. Let's put everything in the center also. See how it looks like. Let me just refresh this one. Okay, so it's still showing this way, which I don't know why it's showing this way, but we'll fix it. So let me just go through and then see what the problem is. All right guys, so I've seen the problem and it's very simple to do. You see that we give this place 20% and we give this place also 80%. Now the 80% still reflect on this particular side. Okay, so if you go to the main, that is the desktop over here, realize that we give here the layout or the width over here, we give it 20%, and we give this place also 80%, right? But when you go to the desktop, the tablet over here, the 80% is still reflecting over here. So all what we need to do is to click over here, okay, and then change this one to percentage over here, and then make sure that we drag this one to 100%, and then just publish it over here, and then go over here and then refresh it, and let's see if the effect have taken place over there. All right, so as you can see now, it is what it is filling the whole page just like we want it. The only thing is we need to shape this one, the corners over there. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll click over here and then go to style, and then go to border over here, and then give it corner radius of like 4. If 4 is not enough, you can give it like an 8. And let's go over here and refresh it. All right guys, as you can see, everything is now working perfectly. So our tablet is okay. We are good to go in the tablet mode. Now let's look at the mobile side also. So if you go over here and we check our mobile side, let's look at how it looks like in the front end. Now the first one we see is the balance over here, right? We see this one, and then we see the BTC, and we see this one. Okay, so all what we need to do is to make sure that it reflects over here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just copy this one over here, and then I will, or let's say, let me just duplicate this one. Okay, let me duplicate this one. I'm gonna duplicate this one. Okay, and then I'll bring in the structure over here, and this is what we duplicated. So if you look at it very well, this is it, this is it, this is what we duplicated, this one. Okay, so I'm going to bring this one on top over here, right? And what it's going to do is going to have two different balances, so one on top, one at the bottom. Now what I'll do is on the top one, that is the one that is supposed to show on the mobile. So I'm going to click on it, go to it, advanced over here, and then come to responsive over here. Now all what I want it to do, okay, all what I want it to do, you see this one says hide on tablet. Now I want this one to also hide on mobile, a desktop also. This one should also hide on desktop. And then when we come to the last one also, which is this one, I also go to its responsiveness, and then this one will also hide on what, on mobile. Okay, this one also hide on mobile and show on what, on tablet, on desktop. Okay, so that is exactly what I wanted to do. So with this one, I think we are good to go, right? Everything looks perfectly well, and the only thing you need to do is to make sure that you set this ones the way you want it. So with this ones also, what we'll do is we want to just go over here. So what I want to do is I want to come over here, go to advanced over, instead of the 30 that I've done, I want to make it like maybe 15. Okay, 15 over here, which is quite okay. So even I can even make it a 10, okay, which is also quite okay for me. So let's say this is how it looks like. Okay, but I want this ones to be like 2 right? I don't want it to be like that kind of a thing. I can even make it 3 so let's go over here and see how it looks like. This one is 3, so I want it to be like 3, right? So all what I need to do is to make sure that I reduce the sizes over here. So I'll go over here, and then over here I'll make it like maybe percentage wise, I'll make it like 32 over here. The same thing applies to the second one. Percentage wise, I'm gonna make it like 32, and then come to this side also, percentage wise, I'm gonna make it 32. All right, so and then I'll come to the main one, go to its advanced, and then you see that kind of pattern that I have. I'm gonna set all to maybe 5, right? Yeah, do this one also, go over here, set it to 5, go over here and set this one also to 5. Now inside this one, I'm gonna go to the content over here, change this one to like maybe 14, right? And then the description, set it to 12. Okay, so you do so for all of them, and then even with the icon also, reduce the size. Instead of this one, set it to like a 15 or so. Do same for this one also. Go here, set the icon to 15. Content, this one, set it to 14. Set this one also to maybe 10 or 12, depending on how your you want it to be. So let me set this one also to 10. Yes, it's on 10. So I'll do same for this particular one also. So I'm gonna go over here, go to icon, set it to 15, go to content, set this one to 14, and then go over here, set this one also to 10, right? Now it still doesn't fit in. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go over here, click on this one, come to this one, set this one to 5, and as you can see, it fits in perfectly. Oh, sorry, set this one to 5, and as you can see, it fits in. Oh, fit in perfectly, right? Everything fits in over here. Now we can even go over here, go to padding, and even set this one also to 5 over here, so that it's gonna be perfectly fit over here. So you do same for this particular one also. So also make sure that when you set everything, see this one, you can see how do you call it, the words underneath this one. It means that this one is cut off because this one is covering this one. So what we have to do is reset a space underneath it. Okay, so the main container, which is this particular one, we're gonna go to unlink the whole thing over here, then we set a bottom of, let's say, 120 for it. So set that bottom padding for it, 120, and then when you scroll down, you see that you're gonna have this everything showing clearly for you. Okay, so make sure that you set all your things well and you're good to go. So now we have this one done. I'm not going to do this one for you. I want you to do it yourself. So now we have everything done over here with the mobile, with the tablet mode. Also, you can be able to do it yourself, and then with the desktop mode also, everything is set. As you can see, it looks perfectly well. Okay, so now we are good to go. So we are done with our dashboard. The only thing that we need to do to bring it down over here is when we log out, we want to see something over here. We want to see the login page over here. Okay, and that is why we will bring one particular thing on the dashboard, that is the shortcode that displays the login and all those things. But aside that, we are good to go for now. So our next pages that we have to think about creating or setting it up well is the investment, the wallet, the account. Okay, so this one has already been set up for us, so we don't need to worry about. And then also you need to set up your support page and all those things, and then other cryptocurrency pages that I created for you. But I'm going to show you a simplest way that you can do all those things, that everything will run through it. So now that we have this one, let me just close it like this. Now that we have this one done over here, now if I click on investment over here, you see where it goes to this particular page. Okay, but I don't want it to show like this. I want everything to show to have the sidebar, the header, and all those things. So what we will do is we go back to our pages over here, and where it says my account over here, so this is the account page. So where it says my account over here, we want to edit that page. So we're going to go ahead and edit that page. We're going to go ahead and edit that page. So we click over here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to change the template. So change the template from default template to Elementor canvas over here, and then click on save it to save the changes. Now that you've done it, click on edit with Elementor to be able to edit this particular page with Elementor. All right, so now that we are over here, this is our shortcode. So you're going to see that the shortcode is over here, populate over here. Okay, this is a shortcode that we are using. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to copy this particular shortcode. I'm going to copy it, and then I'll delete this one. So I've copied it. Okay, and I'll delete this one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click on this this folder over here. So click on it and go to my template. Remember that we saved something as a template, right? Yeah, so go to my template over there, and what we are going to do is we're going to insert this template. Okay, so we click on insert over here, and then we say apply. So it's going to insert the sidebar and the header template that we did for us. Okay, so that is exactly what we want. Now this one, the only thing we have to do is just to hide some certain things and then insert the shortcode into it. So now what we have to do is to just click on, let me go to the structure over here, then click on this particular one, go over here, and then make sure that you click on this one. All other things will follow. So you see that everything has come. Now what we're going to do is we want to click on this main container. Okay, this one. Go to advanced over here, scroll down, go to responsive. I want to hide it on desktop. Okay, I want to hide it on desktop. Another one is we click on this one and then search in shortcode. Okay, search for shortcode, drag the shortcode inside this one and then paste it over here. So now as you can see, we have the shortcode inside this particular one, and now we can click on publish over here. So now we are done and we are good to go. So now if you go to our dashboard over here and we refresh the website, just refresh the website, okay, and I'll click on my investment. You see, now we have our sidebars working correctly. Click on wallet. We have our sidebars working correctly over there. Click on my account, our account also over there, and everything is what seems to work perfectly over here. And then even when you click on affiliate, it's going to take you to the affiliate dashboard and all those things. Okay, so that is what basically. So now we have set up all our other pages, and the only pages left for us to do is the support page, which looks like let me go over here with the support page. Where is the support page? This one, which looks let me click on it again. Okay, so with the support page, which looks like this, right? Now this is also very simple. Bring a video over here, bring your other text that you want to bring over here, bring a an FAQ accordion over here, and then bring a form over here, and you are good to go. Okay, just import this one and then bring all your things over there. I'm not going to show you how to do that, but at least up to this stage you've been able to learn how to be able to design your dashboard. Okay, and this is very easy for you to do. And as of now, if you've been able to get over here, you are good to go. Now the only thing I also want to talk about is if you go to the one that we created, you realize that see this one, the balance is very small over here. Okay, but when we see the one that I created over here, the balance is very big. Now it's because I added some other code to it to make sure that the balance looks big on the desktop. And then you see when you go to when you look at it on the the mobile side, it will look a little bit smaller. Okay, a little bit smaller, but when you look at it on desktop, it will have to be bigger. Okay, it will have to be bigger. Now we want to add this code, okay, to our website so that it will make this one bigger. So what we will do is I'm going to copy this code. I'll leave all these codes to you in the description. Now you see that I have wallet amount over here. From here to this one is the code. I'm just going to copy this one, and then I'm going to go to the customize over here. Then we're going to add custom code to it. Okay, so we're going to add some custom code to it. So I'll come over here, go to the CSS over here, click on the CSS, and then we're going to add some custom codes. We're going to add, and as you can see, let me just remove it. See how the amount looks like, and at the moment I added the code, see it increased. Okay, and that is what we want. We want the code to increase the amount, and that is it. So I'll publish this one, and now if we go and then we look at it, now this one looks bigger enough. Okay, and that is it. So I hope by now you will be able to create this amazing cryptocurrency dashboard. And this is not just a cryptocurrency dashboard, you can use it to create any kind of dashboard that you are creating for your website. It could be a church website, it could be an e-commerce website, it could be anything that you want to create. Okay, this dashboard simplifies everything that you can be able to use it to do. Thank you for watching this video. Like I told you, if you want the full website, this particular website, you want the full website with about 16 or 18 pages designed for you, okay, all the other pages, everything designed for you, you can have it. All what you need to do is to go to templateseller.com. Just type in templateseller.com, and then you can be able to get this particular website over there. I hope this video helps you to be able to design your own kind of dashboard and everything. Now over here we have so many templates that you can have, okay, so many templates that you can get. You can also choose the monthly or the annual subscription, so that you can be able to get templates anytime you upload without paying anything. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We put in more effort and we want you to subscribe. Okay, don't just watch and go. Please subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.